Hello, and welcome back to Random Vids. So today, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 worst Smash Bros. Ultimate stages. And there's quite a few. In fact, this has the biggest roster of stages out of any Smash Bros. Game. And trust me, it is hard to find bad Smash Bros. Stages. Now, yes, when I talk about the stages, I'm not going to actually be playing on them because, well, you know what? We'll see. I might actually play on them. I just figured it's gonna be too loud and chaotic, but I can turn it down. Anywho, nothing else I have to say, so let's get on to the list. At number 10, which is here at number 10 is Colosseum. Honestly, the first I want to say 3 maybe or so on this list aren't necessarily bad. They're just ones I don't like as much as other stages, or they're just, not quite as fun as some of the other ones, or not ones that I play as much either. And Colosseum, I don't know. It is definitely a Colosseum, big and little too big, I think, and full of really nothing, honestly. It's one of those fairly boring stages, and like I said, there's nothing bad about this stage. I don't really hate it or anything. I just find it a little more boring compared to some of the other Smash Bros. Stages. And yeah, there's definitely very boring Smash Bros. Stages out there, but I don't know. This one's a little more boring. And there's definitely some of them like the Great Cave of Offensive. That's another one that's like really big too, which can bother me to a consent because that one is a really big stage and it is kind of unfair. I just don't hate it that much though either. So no, don't expect that one to be on the list anywhere. Not saying it's my favorite stage or heck that I even like it. I just don't mind it. But this one I just feel like is so boring. It's just, you just walk. Hooray. Doesn't that sound like fun? I don't know. This stage overall is just a pretty boring mess of a stage. I feel like they were kind of out of ideas when they made this Colosseum type stage. I don't know. And it's funny because we're going to get Rome Avatar whatever in Wave 6. So I'm curious to see how that track is going to look in Mario Kart. Nothing else I really have to say, so let's move on to number 9, which is Brinstar. Oh boy, this is quite of a stage, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about this stage. It's a very, honestly, kind of an ugly type of stage, and it just looks really off in a way. I don't know what it is, but it just, something about it just gives me the creeps. Just look at the stage. Just look at the way the stage is. It just looks so weird. You have these little falling down things that look like hot dogs, and then you have these things that you can hit, and then the stage falls. Okay, that's not weird at all. And then you have this falling, and then you have this rising yellow lava type thing that tries to get in your way, which also is kind of just out of place and kind of weird. So I don't really know how I feel about that. And honestly, the stage is kind of small too. I don't know. Now, I'm gonna say this. If you are a little, how should I say this? Sensitive to certain things, I advise you to go ahead and skip to number 8, because the next thing I'm going to talk about the stage is kind of shocking. And, boy. Anywho, here we go. So you see that thing in the background there? Yeah, that thing in the background? I have no idea what it's supposed to be because I've never played a Metroid stage. I've never played a Metroid game before. But, okay, wait for this stupid cutscene to end. Anywho, see that thing in the background there? Yeah, that thing over there. I've never played a Metroid stage before, so I have no idea what it's supposed to be. But just the shape and design of that thing is just so ugh. I don't know. I think you know what I'm talking about, but the shape and design of that thing is just so ugh. I don't even like talking about it. It's so weird. This stage overall was really weird, and I don't really know how I feel about it. I think we should move on to number 8. I am done with this stage. This stage, Congo Falls, Congo Jungle, I forget which one it's called, but I don't know. Yet again, these top few choices aren't really that bad. They're just kind of more like, they're not really my cup of tea. Well, the very first one was just boring. The second one was very odd. This one is just kind of small. I don't know. It's one of those stages that's been in like almost every Mario Smash. Oh, not every Mario. Every like Smash game at this point. So I guess it's just kind of a joke to bring it back every time. Well, I don't think it's necessarily terrible or anything. There's definitely better choices or even better DK stages out there. I don't know. This one is just kind of meh. I mean, like I said, it just I don't know. I don't really know anymore. It's not the worst looking stage in the world, but it's definitely not the best looking stage either. Like, I feel like this stage looks like something that came out of like Melee or something, and it just kind of got better graphics, and there you go. They could have made better DK stages, I guess, but nope, we got this one, Congo Jungle, or whatever the heck it's called. Yeah, there's nothing I really have to say about this stage anymore. It's just a pretty meh choice. But, yeah, yet again, it ain't terrible or anything, it's just more meh. Nothing else I really have to say, so let's move on to number, what is it at this point? 6, and that would be Rainbow Cruise, or whatever the heck this one's called. I just don't remember any of these names. Although it's strange, because I usually do remember names. I don't know why I'm not. Anyway, Rainbow Cruise. I mean, this is an interesting stage for Smash Bros. It originates, I guess, I don't even remember when it originates, because I don't really have any of the older ones. But, the layout is supposed to be like Mario 64. And I guess that's something. But as you can see here in the footage, there's a little problem. It kind of moves around. Wow. Like, that is exactly what I wanted the Smash Bros. Stage to do. It's one thing for something like the Mario Odyssey stage, but then it's stuff like this where I feel like I'm trying to move around more than I'm trying to actually, fight people. And, I don't really know how I really like that. Like I said, yet again, we're still in this area that, like, I don't hate these battle stages. But, like, there definitely can be better ones. Also the fact that out of all the stages from Mario 64 they choose Rainbow Ride. The absolute worst stage in that game? Well, the worst main stage in that game, I should say. That isn't like a side stage, but you get what I'm saying. Mario 64 is a game that it's beloved by many, but then they choose one of the absolute worst stages to remake. I don't know, it's just kind of weird, not gonna lie. I don't know, but oh well, how's the Smash stage look? Well, it looks kind of ugly, not gonna lie. The background isn't terrible or anything, but the stage itself feels very, like, rushed and put together. And yeah, it's a side-scroller. Not even that, I don't even know anymore. Also the fact it's another pirate ship stage 2, and there's definitely better pirate ship ones, like the 3D Land one. There's another pirate ship one too that I can't remember. But there's definitely better ones out there, basically. Yet again, this ain't the worst thing ever, I don't hate it, but there's definitely better ones. Nothing else I really have to say. So let's move on to number 5, which is Small Battlefield. Okay, now we're getting into the unnecessary stages, starting with Small Battlefield. Because, Battlefield was already an interesting stage to begin with, so of course that one is the one that has to have a sequel to it. And guess what? It's literally the same thing as Battlefield, except they removed the one platform. I know, such an interesting change to what is already a pretty meh stage anyway to begin with. I don't know. Like, Battlefield and even Final Destination, I feel like are extremely overrated stages. Like, what is so interesting about those stages? That they're good to fight on? Well, look how freaking boring these stages are. Even the background looks so ugly. It looks very dated, and I think the Small Battlefield originates from this game. I don't know, but this stage is just so unnecessary. Like, it's not the worst thing ever, but I don't know. I just don't like it. I really don't. It's just very unnecessary. Because, like I said, Battlefield already is a very unnecessary stage, but because it originates in like every Smash Bros. Game, it has to be in like every Smash Bros. Game, even if it ain't really that good. But whatever, it is what it is. We can only deal with it because, it's probably going to return in the next Smash Bros. We have, especially if we get all these rumors about them getting another Smash Bros. Game in. Wait, what was I talking about again? Basically, the stage is pretty bad. Like, pretty dang bad. And, yeah, it's just Battlefield, but a tad bit smaller. Like, really? That's the best you could have came up with? Whatever. It is what it is. Pretty boring stage. Let's move on to number 4, which is... What's worse than them making a smaller version about Battlefield, making a bigger version about Battlefield? Literally everything I just said about small Battlefield applies to big Battlefield. It's very unnecessary. It's extremely well, I shouldn't say this specific stage is extremely overrated, but you get what I mean. Like, why do stages like the Great Cave of Offensive and 75 meters get so much hate? Those stages are gods compared to this one. Like, what is so interesting about this stage? It's Battlefield, but bigger. Man, that totally makes it a brand new and original stage. Literally everything I said about small Battlefield is just the same here. It's ugly, it's very just meh stage. It doesn't need to be a thing, it's just... I do not like this stage. And I don't like Battlefield either that much. In fact, that stage would probably be like number 11 on the list, because it's such an overrated stage and it's not that good. I don't know, this stage is definitely just another one of those very unnecessary, stupid stages that Smash Bros. Could have done without. We could have gotten much better ideas, but no, we got Battlefield, but bigger, because that obviously makes it a good choice then. Nothing else I have to say. This is a very weak choice. So let's just move on to number 3, which is... Number 3 is Jungle Japes. Man, we're really getting to the worst of the worst now. What is so interesting about this stage, you may ask? The sunset. Not gonna lie, the sunset is kind of nice. That's like the only good thing about this stage, the sunset. Other than that, though, there's nothing really to note about the stage. It's bad. Like, it really is bad. You have this platform in the middle that's sort of big. Then you have those two much smaller platforms that's just kind of there, I guess. I don't know. Kind of like Congo Jungle. This stage is just kind of ugly, not gonna lie. Congo Jungle, I think, looks more uglier though. Just because this one has the sunset, it looks a lot nicer. But even then, you can tell this is not a Smash Ultimate stage. This is more of a Melee stage or something like that. One of the older stages. I don't know. I don't know. Why does this stage come back? I think the worst thing about this stage is that if you fall into the water, it's basically just an instant KO. And man, yeah, that's totally fun. I definitely want an instant KO when I hit water. Because, like, all the other Smash stages definitely do that. Like, what's the point? That doesn't make it fun, that just makes it irritating. Because when you fall in the water, you know it's over. It's just a stupid gimmick, and I don't know why they decided to do that, but yet again, it is what it is. They decided to add it to Ultimate, so here you go. I guess it doesn't look terrible, but I mean, if it wasn't for the water, this stage wouldn't be the worst. But lo and behold, we have another DK stage here. Why are the DK stages this bad? Like, I guess the only decent one is the other one that I didn't talk about yet. But we really need another DK stage to replace this and Congo Falls, because Smash Ultimate looks really nice. So the next Smash Bros, they should add all the fun stages and take out some of these more bland stages, because they all got their HD remakes now. Now we don't need any of these stages anymore. I don't know why I keep talking like we're gonna get a new Smash Bros. Like soon, because we literally just had a frickin' what's it's called today, a Nintendo Direct. No Smash. Anywho, basically you get what I'm saying. The stage is pretty small, it's pretty ugly, and the water is a big problem. Nothing else I really have to say. Just another pretty lazy stage. Let's get to number 2, which is Norfair. Also, by the way, this is number 3, not number 2. I messed up somewhere on the list. And yeah, we're at number 3, not number 2, just to let you all know. Welcome back, Metroid. I don't know what it is with these Metroid stages, but they're just so ugly. Like, what is that in the background? Just... yeah, it just looks really ugly and just so super gross. At least the platforms this time around don't look terrible, but they definitely could look better. Like, it's just platforms. But I think at this point, I think you know the absolute worst thing about this stage. The frickin' lava. Remember how I was saying before, like, I think it was in Rainbow Cruise, when I play a Smash Bros. Stage, I wanna, you know, fight people. I don't want all of these things to just show up. And all the lava things just get so annoying. Like, why does the lava have to rise and fall? I mean, at least it looks like a lava stage this time around. But still, like at least it doesn't look like weird yellow cheese or something. But you get what I'm saying. It's just, I don't know, it just looks kind of ugly. And I hate how the fire just keeps coming up and just completely destroying any chances you have at, like, surviving. And it's so annoying. It will constantly got spit at you. They'll rise and fall. It will fall here, fall there. It just never ends. I thought the fire was bad in Brinstar. Oh man, I was wrong. It's a lot worse in Norfair. I mean, this stage, the title is correct. This stage is no fair. It really is. Yeah, I don't know. There's just nothing else I really have to say about this stage. But yeah, we're getting into like the worst of the worst here. Not much else I really have to say. So let's move on to number 2, which is Willie's Castle. Oh yeah, you knew this one was coming on here sometime. Now, Norfair. Yes, it is no fair. The lava is so annoying. But at least to some extent, you could still fight the players. But guess what happens in Willie's Castle? This big, giant yellow thing. I don't even know what it is. You can tell I've only played, like, Mario and Sonic games. But you see that thing. For some reason, it just, like, spawns right, not in the middle, but, like, in a very odd spot of the stage. And it will try to hurt you. Literally, it will hurt you. Every time it moves to the other side of the stage, or when it shoots its laser eye, whatever the heck it tries to do, it will hurt you, and it will make sure it does. It is just so freaking annoying. Like I said, I'm trying to fight the players here, not the whatever those things are called. I can't think today. What is that thing called? Not an item, not a morph. A hazard. That's what it is. Jeez Louise. Anywho, I'm glad you can turn hazards off now, which makes this stage at least from being number 1. But if I couldn't turn hazards off, this would probably be the absolute worst Smash stage. Even without the thing, the stage just looks so freaking ugly. Like, it's a very, very small stage. This is small battlefield here. It's just so ugly, too. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't like this stage at all, and I already knew it was going to be on this list. That big yellow thing, I think, is the main reason why. The stage hazards in this stage are terribly annoying. This easily is one of the worst Smash Bros. Ultimate stages, but not quite the worst. And I think my absolute least favorite Smash Ultimate stage is... Brinstar Depths. If I hate Brinstar, I definitely hate Brinstar Depths. You might be thinking, well, it's just Brinstar, but it's actually bigger. Well, I guess that's true. But you want to know the main problem with this stage? You will see right in a minute here. And that is, yet again, the frickin' stage hazards. Guess what this guy does? He rotates the stage. You know how annoying that is? Especially when it's not as many people and you're stuck somewhere and other people are stuck somewhere else. Yet again, it's just a very unnecessary thing to include in this stage. Why? I don't understand why they figured if they rotated the stage, that would help. That would make it, like, wonderful. I don't know anymore. This is something. That's for sure. Yet again, Smash Bros. Ultimate, being the best Smash Bros. Game ever, lets you turn stage hazards off. But some people don't turn them off. And it's just this is just a very weird stage layout to begin with. And it just, why does it have to be like, I don't understand. Why did we have to have the stage turn on us? It's very awkward enough fighting on the stage, and now with the stage turn, especially when there's not as many people, it's so annoying. Like, it really is so annoying. That thing alone, turning the stage, easily makes this the absolute worst Smash Bros. Ultimate stage. And oh yeah, not every single Smash Bros. Ultimate stage has ever been in Smash Bros. Ultimate. The majority of them have been, or they're like brand new ones. Brinstar Depths has returned, unfortunately. I don't know why why do they bring a lot of these bad stages back, or make bad stages? It just makes zero sense to me. Why does this stage have to rotate? That just, like all the other Metroid stages, this stage is also very ugly. Like, what the heck is that on the side of the stage there? Looks like a weird spider thing. And who the heck is that guy, too? Like, I don't understand. Yeah, I've never played any of the Metroid games. I understand. But still, like, what stuff is this? At least the lava looks like lava, not like cheese. But what is all this background stuff? It just looks so freaking ugly. Like, easily some of the most ugliest Smash stages of all time. Way uglier than Congo Falls, that's for sure. I don't know, this and Brinstar are probably the two most ugliest Smash Bros. Stages of all times. It's just so, ugh. And I guess that's the art style of, like, Metroid and stuff, but it's just so ugly. Like, why does it have to look like this? I think I'm done talking about this garbage. I can easily consider Brinstar Depths the worst Smash Bros. Ultimate stage of all time. At least the ones that are in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this list, and I will see you next time. Bye.